Welcome students. Now we are going to see about international banking. First, about banking. The business of banking has been defined under Section 5 subsection B of the Banking Regulation Act 1949. Accepting for the purpose of lending or investment of deposit of money from the public, repayable on demand or otherwise, and withdrawable by check, draft or otherwise. Next, we are going to see about international banking. Introduction. International banking can be referred as a subset of commercial banking transactions and activities having a cross-border or cross-currency element. International banking is an arrangement of financial service by a residential bank of one country to the residents of another country. Definition. It is simply said, international banking is a type of banking that has presence across international borders. It is a financial entity that offers financial services like lending opportunities and payment accounts to foreign clients. The next one is benefits of international banking. First one is accessibility. Accessibility means it is very easy of doing business to the company from different countries. An individual or MNC can use their money anywhere around the world. Next one is flexibility. International banking facility provides flexibility to multinational companies to deal in multiple currencies. The third one is international transactions. International banking allows the business to make international bills, payments, and also allows the companies to pay and receive money easily, like loan, deposits, etc. The last one is account maintenance. MNC can maintain the records of global account in a fair manner with the help of an international banking. The next one is how it works, that is, how international banking works. At first, importer requests a letter of credit, then US bank sends letter of credit to exporter, then exporter sends goods to importer, the fourth one exporter presents for banks, next foreign exchange sends immediate payment to exporter, the next one is foreign banks returns to time draft to a US bank. At last, issuing bank accepts the draft and decides whether to hold it or sell it. The next one is challenges of international banking. There are 4 types of risk: currency risk, political risk, reputation risk, and systematic risk. At first, currency risk. It is referred to exchange rate risk. Is the possibility that currency depreciation will negatively affect the value of one's assets, investments, and their related interest. Next one is political risk. It includes such as taxes, spending regulations, currency valuations, trade tariffs, labor laws, etc. The third one is reputation risk. It is the potential loss to financial capital, social capital, and market share resulting from damage to a firm's reputation. Next one is systematic risk. It is a risk associated with any one individual entity, group, or component of a system therein without harming the entire system. Next one is difference between international and domestic banking. The difference between the two is clear. Banks with presence in multiple countries are called as international banking, while banks which operate within the boundaries of a country are called domestic banks. Thank you.